Well, good morning, good morning. I see that we are live on Facebook. That means we're live on YouTube. It's 8:27. We're just hanging out for a couple minutes. We're going to gong ourselves in to watch Coffee with Casper, to be with Coffee with Casper. Here's the Casper boy. There he is. There he is. We're here to greet you this morning. Good morning, wherever you are. Happy July 1st. Let me know where you're checking in from. Let me know you can hear me well. There's the Casper boy. Best day ever. Best day ever. Smiley face doggy. Okay. With a doggy boy, you got them giving me that paw? That's a nice paw. That's a very nice paw. Okay. You can get down now. Okay. Well, good morning, Arlen from San Clemente. Nice to see you this morning. We're glad people are gathering. Let me know where you're checking in from. And we got 1 minute before we're going to gong ourselves in. Well, good morning, Candace. Nice to see you this morning. Thank you for your help with the poster. Our good friend Arthur Chang is retiring. We'll have to get a note out to him because I will be away when that event happens. Good morning, good morning. Let me know where you are, where you're checking in from. We're glad you're here. Good morning. The Reverend Tricia is here from Moore Park. There we go. We got some of our regular community already here gathered, and we're gathering up. Here's 8:30. So here we go. Let me know where you are. We're glad to have everybody who's already checked in, and we'll say hello along the way. We're going to just spend our 20 minutes together remembering what we already know and remembering how to practice it in a way that allows us to be an instrument through which more and more light is coming into the world. And we will talk about all of that in a second. We're going to take 2 big, deep breaths. Good morning, Becky from South Carolina. Nice to see you. Oh, aloha. There you go. Chris knows I got a Hawaiian shirt on. Nice to see you, Chris, from Culver City. All right, let's take a big, deep breath in. Without the sound ah. And then relax your shoulders. Consciously relax your shoulders. Ah. Woo. We take on a lot of stuff from the world, right? One more deep breath in. Without the sound ah. And relax the shoulders. Bring the energy up into your heart center so that we can all just be present for this 20 minutes together. I'm Harry Morgan Moses. You're watching Coffee with Casper. Casper already came up and said hello, and we'll get to him in a minute. So happy July to everybody. Hey, aloha. Aloha from aloha from Hawaii, Ann. Nice to see you, Elizabeth. Wonderful to have you with us from North Hollywood. And Daz, I bet, is nearby. We're sending love and hugs everywhere. All right, so it's July 1st. Happy July 1st. It's also Canada Day. We want to extend our love to all of our northern neighbors, knowing that they are a wonderful a nation and a beautiful group of souls. And we are always grateful to have them as friends and neighbors. And today is Canada Day, and that's a good thing to be celebrating because that's a wonderful country and a wonderful community. And then today, as we're getting into 4th of July holiday beginning this week, and that's a big deal here in the United States. And we want you to know wherever nation you are, you're the greatest, and we love you. And we are all, the entire planet is involved in a big, huge shift. And one of the things that I have shared with you over the years that I've been reading newspapers ever since we really hit COVID. I've always been, in my generation, in school they actually had, occasional quizzes about current events. And we were encouraged to be aware of what's happening in the world all around us. And I do think that's a good idea. However, it's good to be aware of what is, but it's also good to remember that we are immortal spiritual beings, and that what our true nature is that we came from the light. We came from the light in this tremendous time of transformation in the human condition. And some of us are shocked about how big a transformation it is and how much effluvia has to be released from the world, from all of the miscreations and the misunderstandings in terms of the unity of all life. There is one life. That life belongs to all people. That which makes the liver live and the kidney kid and the heartbeat beat in every person, every nation, every color, every way of being, that life force is the exact same life force. And we are all tied and united together in that life force because the mind that we use is the mind of the one. That yes, I have a brain, but my brain is like a PC, but my real and true nature is connected to the intergalactic web and the connection to all of life, and that which is my I am presence is my soul nature. And what we're teaching and learning how to do as human beings on the planet and as light workers, this group of us here associated are inviting the light, inviting divine guidance, inviting the one to show us how we may be a beneficial presence in the world. I was thinking of Paul Newman. Paul Newman was a very famous actor during my lifetime, a huge lead movie star, and later in his life became a philanthropist, and many of you are aware, I believe, distributed around the world. Good morning, Jenny. Nice to see you this morning. He became a philanthropist, and he created a product called Newman's Own, all based on sort of healthier ideas of how we might market things in the world and distribute them in the world. And when asked toward the end of his career and the end of his, what turned out to be closer to the end of his life, he wanted to be remembered as a philanthropist. And we now see some of the big philanthropists in the world, Bill Gates among them, Paul Newman among them. There's so many of the billionaires now are learning to give their money over to greater causes. And yet, Rockefeller, it goes on and on through the ages. The Huntington Library, so many of these philanthropists created ongoing living trust to continue to give to the world. And yet, we hardly really remember who they were or what they did. It doesn't matter what you do in the world or how big your achievements are in the world. The bottom line is you came from the light. You came from the light in order to be a beneficial presence, and that's our mission. Not just in this lifetime, but in every lifetime. I belong to the one. Hi, Carol. Nice to see you this morning. I belong to the one. I came from the one. I came in order to live and love and learn and embody that which is my Christ nature, that Christ nature being the Atman, the Buddha, the high self. Doesn't matter what religion you come from. It's living from the soul nature, as we often talk about what Meister Eckhart talked about in the 13th century, that the soul has two faces. One is gazing at the glory of God, and the other is directing the senses. And what you and I are learning to do is to live in tune with that soul nature that is guiding, guarding, directing, protecting us, and leading us into the paths of eternally unfolding into a higher level. So here we go into the essence of today's talk, things I wanted to share with you. And very often the things that I share with you all here on Coffee with Casper are things, I love the Native American idea of don't speak with a forked tongue. Don't say one thing and then do another, right? That's the snake's forked tongue, right? The idea is that what I've been teaching over the past several decades are things that I practice. And it's from that practice that I have become an authentic metaphysician. In other words, I wake up every day. Daily I meditate. Daily I do spiritual mind treatment or affirmative prayer. And daily I seek to intune myself to the infinite. Daily I celebrate the beauty that's all around me. Look at our beautiful home where my wife and I have lived for more than 20 years, and our adult children have come in and out as they've matured and now have their own homes and families. This is such a blessing to see all of the great good that unfolds through the law of the circle, that what comes from me as energy returns to me as my experience. That's why we often talk about the law of the circle, that there's a vibration, that we live in a vibrational universe, that there's a vibration that I'm putting out, and my good now, your good now, everybody's true, authentic good is coming from their expanding awareness. The more you expand your awareness, the greater the good is, and the greater the opportunities to receive from places known and unknown, and the greater the opportunity to step into oneness, unity, grace, freedom, equality, justice, all of the things that the Declaration of Independence spoke of. And I'll just share with you these opening line. We hold this Declaration of Independence. Now, these were written by souls who were seeking to find the highest level of light at their time. And they did capture some words that were bigger than their concept at the time. But those words belong to all people, not just one nation, all nations, and all people. And here we go. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men, that means all humans, are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator, the Source, the Life Force, the One, with certain unalienable rights. You cannot be separated from these rights. That among these rights are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That we are free to pursue that which is fulfilling. Now, what I know as a light worker, good morning, Carol, nice to see you this morning. What I know as a light worker in the world is that it's my expanding awareness that living from my I am consciousness, that which is directing my senses, paying attention to it, celebrating and being grateful for the abundance that's in my life, celebrating all the good that's there and having the expectation that good and greater good is still coming. More good and more good is mine. There's no limit to the good that is mine. Everywhere I go, I see this good. I feel it. I allow it to crowd itself against me and open my mind and heart that it can expand in all that is my experience, because all I am seeking to do is become an awakened spiritual being, living from my I am consciousness to the very best of my ability. We are humans. We're going to fall short on occasion. And then we lift ourselves back up and we remember who we are. And we enter into our practice again, and we begin to seek to be those qualities we would like to see in the world. So here's what I spoke about in the poster. I said there's a metaphysical two-step. Metaphysics means meta, means along with, in front of, or beside. Physics means all things physical. So beyond my physical being, there's my meta self, my I am consciousness, which is in tune with the infinite, and I have the right to choose from the infinite what it is I will draw into the world. And so the idea that we are choosing unity and oneness and liberty and justice and freedom and victory and equality and prosperity and living from heaven's first law, Judge Thomas Troward said heaven's first law is harmony, living from heaven's first law so that I become the presence of peace, the presence, the transcendent authority that goes beyond the news. I do not need to be so totally current with the news as I need to be concurrent with my divine self, living in tune with that which is my metaphysical nature. So Ernest Holmes, along with, we talk about Troward and Emerson and Whitman and Thoreau and Mary Baker Eddy and Dresser and Joel Goldsmith, and the list goes on and on of the announcement of a new way of seeing biblical truths, a new way of interpreting the unity of all life and how it belongs to all people, a new way of seeing that there are many, many paths to that which is enlightenment, and any path that gets you to enlightenment is a good and valid path. And any path that causes you to vibrate higher, to be a beneficial presence, to, as the Dalai Lama says, my religion is kindness, to be a place where the vibration that's coming from me is constantly seeking to be in tune with the One, as I would call it, the Father, Mother, God, the Source, the giver of all life, love, and beauty. Whew, that life is my life. And I choose to bring that life into the world, which is, if you look at the prejudices and the wars and the violence and the separation among people, we see that those ideas no longer are serving humanity. They will not serve an awakening world, and we are seeking, hey, good morning, Crystal, nice to see you. We are seeking to bring forth into this dimension a higher order of being. And that means I'm not waiting for the world to do that. I'm going to do that. But one of the great things that Ernest Holmes, the wonderful metaphysician, who was the author of the book The Science of Mind, and therefore the founder of what was the Church of Religious Science, he brought in a way of doing affirmative prayer, which he called spiritual mind treatment. He wanted to separate it from a beseeching prayer, like, oh Lord, help me, I'm in trouble, into an awareness prayer, which is, Father, Mother, God, you walk with me in every moment, and it is the power within me that does the work. It's not me. It's not my personal self that repairs the world. It is my being an instrument through which that repair of the world by the Most High can happen in me, as me, through me, and I choose to comfortably live my life and fulfill my purpose, right? I choose to comfortably live my life and fulfill my purpose. So, Emma Hurtis Copy, thank you for bringing, yes, you're absolutely right. Emma Hopkins, again, so many of these wonderful males and females carried this light into a new awareness, and now we're practicing that awareness, and we have more light workers in the world than we've ever had before. And one soul vibrating in tune with the infinite can bring a lot of light to the arena of your own experience. However far the vibration of your own vibration is going, you're allowed to bring light into all that is that field by means of your daily practice. So there are 5 steps in spiritual mind treatment, the way that it is taught in the world. The first step is to recognize that God is all there is, that there's one thing. It is it exists because it loves itself. It gives birth to all creation. The impulsion for all creation is love. The law of all creation is harmony, right? And spirit is discovering itself as you and as me. And so the more awakened we become, the more enlightenment we are able to bring into our own lives, it automatically touches the lives of everyone who touches our lives. And so it is our quest in a daily way to awaken to the unity of all life, to be an instrument of the unity of all life, to be an instrument of that love, to be an instrument of that love in such a way that it brings forth healing, the revelation. Healing simply means the revelation of wholeness. We don't have to create wholeness, it's already there. We have to bring it into our being and let go of all the limiting and false ideas that have been created through human's egoic journey into believing in separation. So it's now a time to step up. So the very first step is God is all there is. And then we get to choose, as one with that one, we get to choose what are the qualities of the one we'd like to bring into our lives, right? The qualities that we like. Hey, Dan Sarnoff, nice to see you. Perfect assimilation, perfect circulation, perfect elimination, healing is happening everywhere, right? So here's the first step is recognizing, and then I choose the qualities of the one. I choose love and light and peace and joy and freedom and harmony and prosperity and kindness and grace and art and creativity and power and connectivity and relationship. I'm choosing those qualities on a daily basis. So the first step is to recognize that oneness is all there is, that I belong to. And the second step is to identify with that or unify with that. If there's only one life, and that life is the life of all, and that life is in me now, aloha from Honolulu, nice to see you, Petri, right? Yeah, it's Petri, yep, as in Patricia. So here's the deal. The first step is recognizing God as everything. The second step, every religion, every way of being, every color, every nation, every planet, every soul, even those who are misguided and not cooperating with the law of harmony, everyone belongs to the one. We don't boot anybody out of the kingdom, right? But we know that everyone is able to step up into their I am consciousness. Everyone is able to be guided, guarded, directed, and protected, and led into the paths of greater right action, right? We can all do that, but we have to choose to do it. So first step is recognizing the one. The second step is identifying with the one. And that's where I spend most of my time, recognizing and identifying. Recognizing and identifying. I am that. Look at this beautiful day. I am one with this beautiful day. I am one with that power that somehow guides me and keeps me safe and keeps my family safe and strong and healthy, that keeps my friends safe and strong and healthy, as we are each encouraging one another to rise up to this higher order of being, right? Step one is recognizing, step two is identifying. And that's why I say the metaphysical two-step is 1, 2, 1, 2. Now the third step is called realization. What is it that you want? What is it that you're trying to see through the mist to reveal? I choose to reveal that I'm born in the image and likeness of wholeness, that there's a pattern of perfect assimilation, perfect circulation, perfect elimination in every organ of my body, in every function of every organ of my body, in every cell, as every cell recreates in the image of wholeness, not in the image of aging. It's created in the image of I'm one with the one. I am one with the heartbeat of all life. I am one with the energy of all life. And I'm calling that into my life. So whatever it is you want, health, wealth, love, and purpose. The third step is real. I know that I am radiant, vibrant, dynamic health. I know that I am guided into the paths of perfect right action. I know that there's a way for me to learn how to be more in tune, more alive, more awake, because the glory of God is a human being fully alive, right? Whoa, St. Ignatius said that. The glory of God is a human being fully alive. I want to be a place where that glory of the Most High that my soul is already gazing at can be realized here on earth. I want to be a loving presence in the world. I want to be a place of peace in the world. Now, you ever gotten angry before? You ever made mistakes before? You ever cussed before? At being mad at the world, being mad at yourself? We're all going to fall short, and we cannot condemn ourselves. That's why forgiveness is the one, right? Forgive them, they know not what they do. Whatever we've done out of unknowing, we must forgive ourselves for. And when we reawaken to the truth that we see more clearly, we must live it out. 1, 2, and what do you want? 1, I am that. 2, I'm identifying with that. 3, what do you want? Health, wealth, love, and purpose. I'm declaring it. I'm knowing it. I'm using it. And already we've gone over our 20 minutes. That's because we're dancing together in an awakening world. Who you are is something wonderful. And what you're bringing into the world is essential. It matters not how much splash it makes in the world. What matters is that your vibration is affecting the arena of your experience and bringing a greater good into the world. I'm Harry Morgan Moses. This is Coffee with Casper. Casper, come on back up. Casper, come here. Come on up. Come on up. There we go. So we're happy to have you with us. We'll be back next Tuesday, and we're going to share any way we can to empower one another to continue to bring more and more light in the world and to continue to have a greater good in our own experience. If you found anything valuable in this video, share it on your networks, share it on YouTube, like, connect. Let's keep growing this, and let's keep knowing we're connecting light workers, and that we are valuable. Who you are is something wonderful. And until we meet again, we invite you to go in the light, as the light, and with the light. May the long-time sun shine upon you. All love surrounds you, and the pure light within you guide you on your way. Bye for now. We'll see you next week on Coffee with Cat.